Welcome to your practice. Gentle introduction to our Surya Namaskar A. Starting in your wide-legged child's pose, Adho Mukha Virasana. Start with the knees wide, big toes touch, and walk the hands forward, lengthening out through the lower back, connecting to your breath. On the next inhale, gently bring yourself up to a tabletop, placing the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips, hands and shoulder width apart, knees hip distance apart. Now drop the belly down, inhale and look up. As you exhale, press the back ribs up towards the ceiling and look in towards the thighs. Continue moving here with your breath, allowing the breath to guide the movement. Making your movement as long as your inhale, and again as long as the exhale. Doing a few more rounds here, developing spinal mobility, and then when you're ready, curl the toes under and press the hips up high into your Adho Mukha Svanasana, your downward facing dog. Please pedal the legs out, bending one knee and then the other, and just releasing through the backs of the hamstrings. Go for a long spine, drawing the front ribs in, hugging the belly in, and gently bring the heels towards the earth while keeping a softness in the knees. Just a few more breaths here, allowing the head to hang heavy, releasing through the jaw. When you're ready, slowly begin to walk your feet all the way back to the top of the mat. Take your time to get there, and when you do, bring your big toes to touch. Heels are slightly apart. You can grab onto opposite elbows and hang forward. Uttanasana, forward fold, releasing through the neck and the shoulders, releasing through the spine. Keep your knees soft, so that this is all about lengthening the spine, not too much stretch in the hamstrings. Pressing through the feet as you begin to inhale, begin to roll all the way up to standing. When you get to the top, roll the shoulder blades back and turn the palms to face forward. Draw the lower belly in, lengthen the tailbone towards the earth. Samastitihi, equal standing. Allow yourself to rock back and forward, side to side, finding your midline. And then when you found the midline, settle down into the center. Inhale, turn the palms to face forward, and then reach the arms up overhead, stretching up towards the ceiling, moving with the breath. You can take the gaze up if it's okay on the neck. As you exhale, soften the knees, begin to fold forward, drawing the hands through the midline. Bring your head down to the earth. Place your hands on the fronts of your shins. Draw the heart up, back ribs into the body. Exhale, fold back down. Place the hands on the floor. Step your right foot back. Drop the right knee down to the mat. Uncurl the toes. And then inhale, reach both arms up towards the ceiling. As the arms go up, you can take the gaze up towards the fingers. As long as you keep the back of the neck long, soften the shoulders from the ears. Connect here with your breathing again. Notice the fluctuations of the breath. You're drawing that left hip slightly back and the right hip forward. There's this gentle squeezing together of the inner thighs. Bringing the hands to the heart, place them back on the earth. Curl the back toes under and step back into your downward facing dog. Again, we take a few moments here to just breathe into the down dog, lengthening through the spine. Hug your front ribs into your body, draw the belly in, and then when you're ready, roll forward into a push-up pose, hands underneath the shoulders, back of the thighs pressing up, belly lifted. One more breath here, and then when you're ready, gently drop your knees down to the earth. Bend the elbows in towards each other and come down to lie on your belly. Activate your legs, lift the kneecaps, draw the elbows towards each other, and then inhale, let the heart lift up, and we'll stay here for a few breaths. Maybe lifting the hands off the floor just for a moment to be sure you're not pressing too much through the hands, and then releasing the hands back down. Keep lifting up, going for length rather than height. One more full breath here. And then slowly surrendering all the way back down, coming down to the mat. Curl the toes under, press through the knees to tabletop, and then lift up into your downward facing dog. Again, realigning into your downward facing dog, finding that hasta bandha, that connection of the hands end to the mat, spreading the fingers wide. When you're ready, you'll look towards the top of the mat. And then step your right foot all the way through between the hands. If it doesn't quite reach the top, just help it along using the right hand. And then drop your back knee down, uncurl the toes, move the heart forward, and then inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Sinking low into your runner's lunge. Softness around the shoulders and the jaw. Holding here just for another breath or two. Again, allowing the breath to lead the practice. On your next exhale, you're slowly going to lower your hands back down to the mat. Curl the left toes under, lift the knee up and step back to the top of the mat. Hands on the shins, inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold back down, releasing the head long. And then inhale, arms out to the side, press through the feet and rise up. You can take your gaze up gently, hands together before the heart in prayer. And then release the hands by the side body. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, forward fold, coming down, round 2 on the other side. Hands on the shins. Inhale, straight spine, look forward. Exhale, fold back down. Step your left foot back. Now there's an option here to drop the back knee down or keep it lifted. And then inhale, reach the arms up into your high lunge. Again, softening the shoulders from the ears. Draw the inner thighs towards each other, and if you need to bring a softness into the back knee to release the lower back, go ahead and do. Just one more breath here. And then on the exhale, you'll reach the hands back down to the mat and step back to your downward facing dog. Realigning the spine, pedaling out the legs, finding a dog that really lengthens the spine and opens the heart. Your neck is soft. And then when you're ready, you're going to gently ripple forward, coming in towards your push-up pose. Moving from the back ribs all the way forward. Looking to the top of the mat, lifting the belly in, pressing the back of the thighs up towards the ceiling. Holding here, and then drop the knees to the floor, bend the elbows, make your way down to the mat without pressing into the hands. Energize the legs, lift the kneecaps up, hug the elbows in and peel your heart forward and then up. Take a couple of breaths here, feeling into the lengthening in the spine, Bhujangasana. Maybe 1 or 2 more breaths, and then when you're ready, release all the way back down. Curl the toes under, press back into your Adho Mukha Virasana. Curl the toes under. When you're ready, back into your downward facing dog. Staying here again, just for a few moments, connecting back in with your breath. When you're ready, looking to the top of the mat. And then gently step your left foot all the way between the hands. Again, if you need to use your left hand to move the foot forward, go ahead and do. When you're ready, inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms facing each other, shoulders soft. Now notice if you need to find a bend in your back knee, sink a little bit lower through that left hip. Hug your front ribs in as you draw the belly in and keep a softness in the shoulders. Move with the breath, inhale, lengthening up. As you exhale, you begin to bring the hands back down to the earth, and once again you step your back foot to the top of the mat. Big toes are touching, heels are slightly apart, hands on the shins. Lift the heart, look forward, and then exhale, fold back down. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Gentle lift, looking up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands together before the heart in prayer. Connect here to your breath, releasing the hands by the side body, coming into your Samasthiti. Staying in your Samasthiti for a few breaths before repeating the sequence 2 to 3 times. Namaste.